Hey there, and if you've been watching my last 3 or 4 videos, you know that I'm in quite the kind of conundrum of buying some Doctor Who, fingers crossed, very, very soon. And I thought because of that, and because I'm watching a new, well, not a new YouTuber, YouTuber's been on it for a while, but I just found them while looking for Doctor Who reviews on some stuff. Pertwee Smith 11, great reviewer by the way. Been watching a few of his box set reviews and Doctor Who DVD reviews in preparation for getting some. So, oh man, I hate it when the teabag busts. Talking to Logan about Doctor Who, Logan Toxic. Subscribe to his channel, and I thought TJ Pyramid was also a big Doctor Who fan. Subscribe to his channel, and Falgar 517, whose channel you should subscribe to anyway. Who hasn't gotten to Doctor Who yet, but I'm hoping, Falgar, you're going to watch this here and you're going to see kind of a cool starting place. Let me know here, guys, if any of you are Doctor Who fans. I grew up as a huge fan of Doctor Who, and so what we're going to do, we're going to go through my box sets, my Doctor Who box sets. Kind of a way to let you know what's out there, what I personally got in box sets and that, and where I think are good places to start. I'm going to be reviewing classic Doctor Who as opposed to the Russell Davies and Steve Moffat era, which I do love, and classic is my favorite. I think if you're going to start, there's a couple ways to go, and I'm not going to go with the most obvious first. As you can, if you don't know, you can tell or not. I'm just moving some of these around. A lot of people would say to start at the beginning, which I'll show you in a bit. But if you can get your hands on these babies, then I suggest this is the place to start. And I'm going to do it right now. I'm just going to bring them up to see how much they cost now. These are, by the way, only available in through Amazon UK. And according to this, the prices are actually not too bad, you know, and going from like 16 to 21 pounds. And once that may seem like a lot, but once I show you the sets, you'll kind of understand what I mean and why they're stuff that I think you should get. And the first one is Revisitations 1. And Revisitations was this Doctor Who series of, unfortunately, they only did 3 of these. But what it is basically is he took 3 Doctor Who's, ones that were put out, not remastered before, and had like minimal special features, or they weren't out before, and they brought them out again with a huge amount of special features and remastered. Just fantastic way to start, because each one of these would have a different Doctor usually in each story. Now the first one here, Talents of Wang Chang, was is Tom Baker, and I'll give you a look at what the disc looks like. Let's give you see Tom Baker and kind of a Sherlock Holmes thing, and we've got a Fu Manchu-ish type character here, an evil kind of like doll character, and we have the dragon. Of course, there's the giant rat in this one. This one is actually 3 discs, I think, 2 or 3 discs. Yeah, 3 disc set. So when you open it up, there's always going to be like this reading, this booklet, and booklets are always really good. And this one's got 3 discs. An amazing amount of stuff in it. It's a great commentary with Louise Jameson, who played Layla, John Bennett, who played Chang. We got the moving on, what the next season would have been if Philip Hinchcliffe had stayed with the series. The Foe from the Future looks at the unmade story that turned into the Talents of Wang Chang. Now and Then, Past and Present Locations. We got Look East, Contemporary News Features, Victoria, Chesney, the literature behind the story, Music Hall, actually a documentary of the British theatrical tradition of the music hall, Limelight, a Victorian Chinatown, the setting of Talons, Who's Doctor Who, Melvin Bragg presents the 1977 Lovely Arts documentary about Doctor Who, which is also very cool. There's the Blue Peter Theatre. The Blue Peter team makes the Doctor Who Theatre. There's behind the scenes rare studio footage, Philip Hinchcliffe interview, from Pebble Mill at 1, TARDIS cam, trailers, continuity, radio times, the works. It's a pretty awesome set. I can see that this is going to take a few videos from looking at the time there right now. Next up is Caves of Androzani. And Caves of Androzani is the swan song for Peter Davison, and is probably considered one of the best, if not the best, swan songs of any of the original Doctors. And a great introduction to Colin Baker, who unfortunately would not be taken. We thought of well as the Doctor for a few years after the show had ended. And the Caves of Androzani, again, it's a 2-disc set. Just incredible stuff. You open it up, you got that amazing booklet with the great art on there. You got the discs with the artwork. I mean, the British versions of this are far superior, like in looks wise, and the content's usually pretty much the same between region 1 and region 2, but just these here just look so much better, and they look so much better than yourself. Of course, there's a commentary with Peter Davison, Nicole O'Brien, who plays Perry, who I was in love with as a child, and Graham Harper, who's the director. Chain Reactions, about the cast and crew story, about a crew look back and making the story. Directing Who, Within and Now, because Graham Harper is one of the, if not the only Doctor Who director who has directed classic Who, and he's directed the new series as well. Of course, they have the Regeneration is shown with commentary. There's behind the scenes, creating Shara's Jack, extended scenes with optional commentary. Russell Hardy, Peter Davison, and Colin Baker meet on the chat show to discuss the transition. There's some new stuff on here. There's some really, really cool one. And the last but not least is the 1996 film, Doctor Who the movie. Unfortunately, it didn't make it into a TV series, which they had planned, but I think at that time Fox had been buying up a lot of properties, and they'd been just throwing stuff at the wall to see what would stick. And unfortunately, this did not stick. It did really well over in England, but did not do so well here in North America. Or at least in the States, didn't, I don't think. There's commentary here. There's actually, if I'm correct, yeah, there's 2 commentaries in this one. The director commentary is the first commentary. The second commentary is Paul McGann, who's the 8th Doctor in here, and Sylvester McCoy, the 7th Doctor, who's in there as well. And Nicholas Briggs moderates it. 7-Year Itch, a new documentary looking back. This is an incredible documentary. Documentary's worth buying this one alone. Behind the scenes, we've got here electronic press kits. We've got more Blue Peter stuff. We got Who Peter, the second part of the documentary series. VFX tests, the Wilderness Years, how Doctor was kept alive. This is one of my favorite series of featurettes that show up on Doctor Who, the Wilderness Years, talking about those years when Doctor Who wasn't on the air, how they kept it alive. You got to understand, Doctor Who went off the air in 1989, did not come back on the air for a full series, to be a complete series again, until 2005, and yet it kept up audio adventures. It kept doing books. They kept the magazine going for all that length of time without any stop, with a series that had gone off of the air. Of course, the 8th Doctor's Tomorrow Times, basically talking about what people's reactions were to it back then. And one thing I really like called Strip for Action. That's where they talk about the comic strips that were made for the respective Doctors. This one, of course, is the only one for Paul McGann, so they had to get all these things on there, the Tomorrow Times and the Strip for Action, all on this big one set, so it made it a pretty awesome set. Their Doctor was known for having amazing special features. So Falgar, this is a good set. Next up, and hopefully I'm going to get all this one done, is Revisitations 2. And it's got Seeds of Death, Carnival of Monsters, and Resurrection of the Daleks. But you know what? I'm going to stop right here. We're going to look at Revisitations 2 and probably 3 in the next video. I'm going to get this one uploaded and we're going to go on to the next video. So guys, hope you're liking this. I'm going to do a series of these until I get through my Doctor Who box sets tonight, and hopefully have some more soon. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. For me right now, I got to finish drinking that tea, which the bag bursts and I hate when that happens. For me right now, even though it burst, it's time for tea.